guys, welcome back. Thank you so much for tuning in to my channel Vlog Talk, where we vlog and talk. Today I wanted to talk about building it. So in Genesis 11:5, it talks about how the workers had built this building all the way up to heaven. So before they built it in the natural, they built it in their spirits and the supernatural. So they had built this thing in their spirit. And once they had built this thing in their spirit, it triggered their imagination to see what they had built, internal into the external. So once they had done that, the imagination expanded. Of course, I can imagine that they had spoken because they were on one accord. The Bible says that they were on one accord, speaking in agreement with each other on what they see in the vision. So God came down to see what they had built. Not going to build, already had built. And remember, as yet in the natural, they didn't have any cement, they didn't have any rulers, they didn't have any bricks, any of that. They built it first in their system to understand that in order to build it or to have it in the natural, put that thing in your spirit, you have to build it in your spirit, and God will, help manifest that thing. So he came down, and when he came down, he looked to see what was built. And they were pretty much good to go. God was on one accord with them, one accord with him. But the problem was when they began to get out of his will, jump his will by doing his own thing. Now we do that. We want to do what we want to do. I'm guilty of it. I know some people out there might be guilty of it as well. I know that I have been guilty of not doing God's will sometimes, and I couldn't figure out why things wouldn't manifest, and it was because I had fallen out of line with his will. So we should learn something from that. We should definitely learn to get in his will, start to speak the same language that he speaks. So God knew that he could not contradict his own law, because he said to speak and create, so shall it be. And so what he did was he sent people different languages along to kind of confuse the men. So they were confusing each other because they had spoke different languages. So he knew that if they didn't understand each other, that they could not build what needed to be built, because he knew that life and death was in the power of the tongue. But we have to be on one accord, and we have to speak the same language in order to bring manifestation. And God knew that, so he messed up the speech by sending people who spoke different languages. Guys, if we want to see things happen, we have to speak the same language as God. We have to make sure that our mind is in line with his. And I'm not just telling you guys this, I'm telling myself this mainly. If you guys like this message, I urge you to give it a thumbs up, like it, share it. And if you have not yet subscribed, what are you doing? You guys, thank you so much for tuning in to my channel, Vlog Talk, where we vlog and talk. Bye.